What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wager Zone Podcast, and we are back for another UFC breakdown. This is going to be UFC 321, two title fights in the co-main event and the main event. We have a heavyweight matchup in Tom Aspinall taking on Ciryl Gane, Verno Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern for the vacant title that John Woodley just vacated. And guys, we also just have a great card all around. If you guys are on the Pacific Coast, this fight's going to be starting at 7 a.m. The whole entire card is going to be early in the morning because this fight is in Abu Dhabi. So before I get into this breakdown, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, also leave a comment. All that helps me generate more people to my videos. And the one thing I always say that I started last month and we've been doing really good on recently, guys, my lock of the day plays. My lock of the day plays are posted on my Buy Me a Coffee. We post our lock of the day plays there for all different types of sports. For if you guys want to know where most of my money goes, go become a member at the Buy Me a Coffee. The link will be in the description along with all of my bets that I am taking on this card. Sorry guys, let's get right into this breakdown. First fight of the night is going to be in the women's strawweight division. Jacqueline Amaram taking on Mizuki. And no, guys, this one I'm taking Jacqueline Amaram, and I think she's going to get it done by submission. I think both these girls are going to be probably striking is going to be even. I want to say maybe Amaram might be a better striker overall, but the grappling point of view is going to be way on Amaram's side. Amaram's a world champion in jiu-jitsu. She's one of the best jiu-jitsu girls inside the UFC at the moment, and Mizuki's going to be honestly try to grapple with her as well. I think she's going to accept the positions, and that's something you do not want to do. I think Amaram's going to come in here, take her down right away, and end up getting a second round submission. That's my prediction. And Mizuki, one thing about her, she has not fought in about 2 years. And 2 years ago, she had one fight. And then a year before that, the fight before that was 3 years. So in the last 5 years, she's only had one fight, which is kind of crazy to say. So I just think the layout's going to be way too much for her. And I think Amaram's one of these young new prospects coming into the MMA. Not saying she's super young, but she's young for the UFC. She's fought since 2023. She's only had about 4 or 5 fights in the UFC. But I do think Amaram comes in here, gets a takedown, and ends up submitting her probably in that second round. So give me Jacqueline Amaram for the first fight of the night, and I think she does it by submission. Alright guys, next fight is going to be Azza Mascom taking on Mitch Raposo. This one, guys, I'm taking Maxim, but I was very more confident on him before the weigh-ins, and now after the weigh-ins, he missed weight by 3 or 4 pounds. Maybe he did that on purpose because he didn't want to drain himself, and now he's going to be the bigger guy, and he knows it's going to have a lot of wrestling transitions. But either way, I think he's going to take down Raposo. I think Raposo's the only way he wins this fight is by the wrestling, but I don't see him taking down Maxim. I think Maxim's going to take him down, and on the striking side, Maxim is the overall better striker, so I do expect Azat Maxim to win this fight, and I'm going to say by decision. So give me Azat Maxim to win this fight by decision. Alright guys, next fight, Hamdi Abdullah Wahab taking on Chris Barnett. This one, guys, I'm taking the giant underdog, Chris Barnett. I just think this is dog or pass. I think Hamdi is not that good of a fighter. I think he's one of the guys I do want to fade in this position, but I'm not too confident in this. I do think this fight can go either way. Hamdi is a giant favorite, but I'm not paying a minus 500 price tag on Hamdi. I think Chris Barnett is live to get a knockout, and if he does get that knockout, we're going to catch a big ticket. So give me Chris Barnett, and I think he does it by knockout. Alright guys, next fight is going to be Nathaniel Wood taking on Jose Delgado. Jose Delgado missed weight by 1 pound, and I was more confident in him before that, but I don't like putting my money on guys that make weight. I mean, don't make weight, but Jose Delgado, in my opinion, wins this fight. I think he's going to do it by knockout in that first or second round. If this fight goes to decision, to be honest, I think Nathaniel Wood might win this fight, but it's going to be close, probably back and forth, but I do think eventually Delgado's going to land that hard knockout shot. He knocked out Hyder Emil. Well, Hyder Emil has a really good chin, and now after I've seen that, I do believe he has the power to knock out Nathaniel Wood. But if this fight goes to decision, it's going to be very close, and I think it's going to be a close decision if it goes there. But I'm picking Delgado, and I think he does it by knockout. Alright guys, next fight, Walter Walker taking on Louis Sutherland. Louis Sutherland is making his UFC debut, but honestly, I don't even think he's UFC level. He was supposed to be fighting Justin Tafa, and I was going to be taking Justin Tafa in that one. And we know one thing about the Tafa brothers, they're not that good, to be honest. They're decent strikers, but they're not all around that good. And Louis Sutherland, I was taking Tafa against him, and now Walter Walker, I think Walter Walker's live to come in here and get a submission. Maybe another even heel hook, or he's just going to get the takedowns right away. I don't think Louis Sutherland has the capabilities to stop the takedowns. He's a very big guy. I think he's going to be knockout in that first round or bust. But I see Walter Walker having a lot of ways of victory in this one. He can drop to that heel hook, get a heel hook submission. He can get an arm try and go after taking him down. Maybe take his back, get a ground and pound finish. But I see a lot of ways Walter Walker can win this fight. Even if he takes him down for 3 straight rounds, he gets a submission. I think Walter Walker wins this, and I'm very confident in him. So give me Walter Walker. Next fight, guys, Ludovic Klein taking on Mateusz Rebecki. This one, guys, I'm taking Ludovic Klein. I think this is going to come out to a striking battle. I think Rebecki's going to try to take down Klein, but Klein has an 80% takedown defense in the UFC. The only person that was really able to take him down in a decent amount of times was Gamrot. Gamrot's one of the best wrestlers in the UFC, so I understand the reason why he was able to take him down. But besides that, I don't think Rebecki has the wrestling to take down Klein. So I do believe it's going to be on the feet, and I think Klein's more of a technical striker. He's going to be landing probably the more harder shots and more output. So for this one, give me Ludovic Klein. I think he's going to do it by decision. Next fight, guys, Ikram Alaskarov taking on Jung Young Park. This one, I see a lot of people on Jung Young Park, but I really kind of don't understand it. Maybe I get pie on my face for this one just because I'm very confident in Alaskarov. I think Alaskarov's better than Park everywhere. I think he's a better striker overall with the power. I get Park might have the overall more technical boxing, but at the same time, Alaskarov makes up with that with his power, and he's a very good striker as well, and also he has good takedowns. I think he's going to be able to take down Park whenever he wants to, and I think this fight's just going to come down to where Alaskarov's going to come in here and win this fight probably by knockout. I'm going to say in that first or second round, but give me Ikram Alaskarov. I'm kind of confident in him as well in this one for this fight, but I think he gets it done by knockout. All right, guys, next fight, Nasrat Haqparast taking on Quillan Salkild. This one, guys, I'm taking Haqparast. This is going to be a very close fight, and it's most likely going to go to decision. I don't see either of these guys getting the finish, but it's going to go to decision. It's going to be a very close fight. I think the skill levels are very even. I think Salkild can try to mix in some takedowns. I think Haqparast can mix in some takedowns. I think the striking is going to be both going back and forth. They're probably going to have about the same amount of output, but I think Haqparast is probably going to land a little bit more of the harder shots. And honestly, this fight is in Abu Dhabi. Everyone there is going to be going for Haqparast. Every single shot he lands, the crowd's going to be cheering like crazy. So I do believe that might convince the judges a little bit, but it's going to be a close fight. I can even see a split decision, but I do see this fight going to decision, and I think Nasrat Haqparast is going to get this decision pulled off because mainly it's in Abu Dhabi, and I think they're going to give it to him. So close fight, but give me Nasrat Haqparast. All right, guys, next fight in the light heavyweight division, Alexander Rakic taking on Azamat Murzakanov. This one, guys, I'm taking Alexander Rakic. I just believe he's fought the way better competition. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think I want to say I'm actually kind of confident in Rakic. I think Murzakonov's going to be knockout or bust. I think Rakic can take him down. Murzakonov's not going to take down Rakic, and Rakic is more of a bigger man overall in the size. He's going to have a giant reach advantage, and he's just fought way better competition. This guy's losses are against Yuri Prochazka. The only guy to ever knock him out was Yuri, but Yuri knocks everybody out besides Alex Pereira, and the other loss was against the former champion, Magomed Ankalaev. So it seems like he's just fought the way better competition. He's only lost to the best people. And I don't know if Murzakonov's going to be on that level. I think Murzakonov's going to be knockout or bust. And I see a lot more passive victory by Rakic. But give me Rakic. I think he's going to get this fight done by decision. And probably he loses that first round. But maybe that ends up pulling away in that second and third because Murzakonov slows down. But I'm taking Alexander Rakic for this one. All right, guys, next fight, Alexander Volkov taking on Jailton Almeida. This fight is easy, guys, to say. I mean, not like easy to predict, but more of easy to know how it's going to go. Either Jailton Almeida gets a takedown and tries to submit Volkov, or Volkov goes in there and stops the takedowns and ends up knocking out Almeida. This fight's not going to go decision, in my opinion. It's going to be either knockout by Volkov or a submission by Almeida. But I'm going with Alexander Volkov. I think Volkov's good enough to stop these takedowns. Almeida, I believe he's going to gas out after that first round. Maybe he looks good in that first round. He takes down Volkov. But I don't believe he's going to be able to submit Volkov in that first round. Volkov's only been submitted one time in the UFC, and that was by arm lock by a Tom Aspinall back in 2022. But I just see that Volkov might get taken down that first round. But after that, Jailton Almeida is probably going to be tired, and that's when Volkov's going to put it on him. I'm going to take Volkov by knockout, and I think he does it in that second or third round. All right, guys, next fight, Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Mario Batista. This one, guys, I'm taking Umar. I think Umar is a very confident pick for me. He is growing on the high number. He opened up at a minus 500. Now he's a minus 800. But I think Umar's better everywhere. I think Umar has the better striking. I think he has the better wrestling. I think he puts things together very well, and he's has better fight IQ, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't have much to say about this that much. I just think Umar's a very confident pick. I think you guys can add him to your parlay pieces as a safe pick, because I think Umar's going to come in here with something to prove, to go in here and try to get a title fight in his next fight. But I do believe he's going to get a dominant victory. But Mario Batista does have a good chin, and he's very durable. So I think Umar Nurmagomedov wins this fight pretty easily, but I think he's going to do it by decision. So give me Umar Nurmagomedov. All right, guys, now for the women's strawweight title. It's going to be the vacant title because Zhang Weili gave up the title. Now she's going up and wait to fight Valentina Shevchenko. It's going to be Virna Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern. This is the second time these girls have met. Guys, I'm taking Mackenzie Dern. I'm a big fan of Mackenzie. I've been a fan of her for a while. I watched her in her jiu-jitsu tournaments a long time ago when she came into the UFC. I was just a giant fan of her from the beginning. When this girl is very young, we've all watched her grow up in the UFC, and I just believe she's finally going to be a champion. I think this is the time for Mackenzie Dern. She's a star. She knows how to show up when the time is there for her. And Virna Jandiroba, don't get me wrong, Virna's a very good fighter, but she's 37 now. These two fought 5 years ago, back when Mackenzie Dern was about 26 years old. Virna Jandiroba was 32, and Virna was in her physical prime. Mackenzie was still growing as a fighter. Mackenzie went in there and beat her. It was a 29-28 decision, and I do believe Mackenzie honestly won that fight pretty clear. Yes, she got her nose broken in that fight by a hard shot, but besides that shot, I think Mackenzie Dern won that fight pretty easily. But now in this fight, guys, I expect Mackenzie Dern to look better. Mackenzie's in her physical prime now. She's 32 years old in her physical prime. Virna Jandiroba is getting on the older side at 36, 37 years old, and she wears her knee pads now. She doesn't have the athleticism that she used to. And one thing about Virna, she's very strong. She can get the takedowns, but one thing about Mackenzie's going to do, Mackenzie's going to make a lot of grappling transitions. She can end up on top on reversals, and I think this fight might play out on the feet. And I think Mackenzie Dern is overall the better striker. I think the striking on these two girls are kind of lower level, but I think Mackenzie Dern is the better striker overall. I think this fight goes to decision, but I'm seeing Mackenzie Dern getting that title and winning this fight by decision and new champion of the strawweight division. Give me Mackenzie Dern. All right, guys, now for the main event. The reason why this card was made is Tom Aspinall defending his heavyweight championship against Ciryl Gane. I know we all wanted the Jon Jones fight, but guys, we're getting the Ciryl Gane fight. And this one, I might surprise you guys on this one. I might be on the minority. I probably am the big minority because I see everybody's on Tom Aspinall. But guys, I'm taking Ciryl Gane in the main event. I think Ciryl Gane, if he just extends Tom Aspinall after that round and a half, I think Ciryl Gane's going to be live. To me, it's going to be a live betting opportunity. Like if you see Ciryl Gane's looking decent in that first round and he extends Tom Aspinall, I think Ciryl Gane eventually puts him away in that third or fourth round by knockout. Ciryl Gane is a very durable fighter. I don't think he's ever been knocked out in his career. He has been submitted once by Jon Jones, but besides that, he's never been knocked out. He is a very good striker. Arguably, I think he's a better striker than Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is the overall better fighter, as in the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu, but Ciryl Gane is a better striker than Tom Aspinall, in my opinion. This guy went all around kickboxing and Muay Thai, won so many titles around the world, and now he came into MMA kind of late, but he's growing every single fight, guys. This guy's getting better and better. Tom Aspinall's getting better too, but I just haven't seen Tom Aspinall extended by anybody. He's been knocking these guys out within the first round. And I think Ciryl Gane might be the first guy to extend them past that second and pull into the third or fourth round. And I think Tom Aspinall's eventually going to gas out. And I think Ciryl Gane's eventually, and then at that point, Ciryl Gane's going to take advantage. And I think Ciryl Gane gets that knockout in that third or fourth round. I'm not super confident in this pick, but I'm taking Ciryl Gane. I'm in the minority in this. Everybody I've seen is on Tom Aspinall, but guys, I'm taking Ciryl Gane. I think he does it by knockout in those later rounds. And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Ciryl Gane. And all right, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page. Come back all the time, guys. I do all different types of sports. Let's cash out for UFC 321. This fight card is going to be starting at 7 a.m. Pacific time, so we're going to be doing a live watch along tomorrow. Show up. Let's cash out on these bets, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. And like I said in the beginning, all my bets are going to be posted in the description. Go become a member at the Buy Me a Coffee page. All my Lock of the Day plays are posted there. The link also will be in the description. And all right, guys, I will see you guys next time. Let's cash out for UFC 321.